Well, first and foremost, thank you to our amazing fans to be able to sell out the building for the first time since 2015 is amazing. Disappointed, obviously, that they all have to walk out of here with a loss, but um, this rebuild process is going to go quicker and quicker if we keep having crowds like that. So, extremely grateful. Credit to UNLV. They were terrific offensively. We were pretty poor defensively in the second half. Um, and, they went and got it. Harkless was terrific in the second half. They weathered the storm. We were close, but we just couldn't quite close it out. But you know what? You got to give UNLV credit. They went and got it.
You guys had some guards in foul trouble in the first half, kind of messed with some rotation. In the second half, you weren't. I mean, you pulled Jalen pretty quick in the second half too. Your regular guard rotation wasn't there the whole night. It seemed like. How much did that affect this game?
I think it affected in the first half for sure because we were up 12, and I think we got in foul trouble, and they cut it. We felt like we were in somewhat good shape, and then Mash and House were in foul trouble. We just try to get them in and out and try to get to halftime. We were up 5, and then just an absolute poor start in the second half, 9-0 run. We tried to claw back. We were really, really close. We just couldn't quite get over the hump. But like I said, I mean, you try not to get too emotional about it, and you just kind of evaluate. I mean, we got another one on Monday, a tough one, team that's won a lot of games in a row. So credit to UNLV.
What do you feel like maybe didn't match the intensity quite as what they had? Because Morris was saying like they seemed like a desperate team. I know.
They, for sure, at the beginning of the second half. Now, I thought we were ready to go. We were fighting in the first half. We fought back in the second half. But absolutely, at the beginning of the second half, we're not ready to go. So that's on me. We got to be better coming out of halftime for sure.
Coach, Jalen didn't score in the second half. Has other teams figured out how to play him, or is there something going on?
No, I don't. Jalen's one of the best players in this league. And, we try to settle him down a couple times, and then try to get him back in there. But I think he had some good looks. I mean, they're pretty good in the paint as well. So just one of those nights for him.
Coach, what do you hope the team learns from the last two games, and particularly tonight, the intensity of what a sellout game is like?
Well, I think every game is different, and that was an amazing environment, just amazing. And as I said before, just so very appreciative of these fans. This is going to be a process, and we talked about rebuilding the program as well as rebuilding this fan base, and obviously they brought it tonight. They brought it, so you got to be ready to go. You got to be ready right out of halftime. You got to be locked in, dialed in, because, these teams are going to go. So, we've been pretty good, but it's a long season, and you got to be able to get out of that funk, and you just got to continue to compete because teams are going to come after you, and they're going to be ready to go. The building's not going to win you every game. It's tough to win here, but, they're going to compete, and they did a good job. So give UNLV credit. Well, I haven't watched any of them. I know they won tonight, and I think they've won a couple games in a row. I'm not sure exactly how many. We scheduled it because we thought it'd be a good net opportunity. It was very unique with all the New Mexico State stuff. Didn't have a lot of options. Would I like a little more time to prepare? Of course I would, but we don't have that luxury when you're rescheduling like that. So grateful to get Oral Roberts in here, and see if we can pick ourselves up the mat.
Coach, after a game like this, what does this say to just being in conference play, how tough it is, and not only that, but being in the Mountain West right now? What's that conference?
Yeah, it's a very balanced league. I don't see any bad teams. I think anybody can beat anybody any given night. So as I said before, I mean, after 16 games, we're sitting at 14-2, and it's going to be a process, and we've got to learn from it. There's so many ups and downs throughout the course of a season, and you gotta learn, you gotta own it, but you also gotta flush it as well. Because there's another one coming around the corner. So we'll get some rest, and then we'll regroup and just go prepare for Oral Roberts. But it's a great conference.
Coach, could you talk about how physical the game was?
Yeah, they're big and long and strong, and they're very disruptive. I think they're a really good team, and they lost couple of close games that could have gone either way. We won a couple close games that could have gone either way. But I thought it was physical war. I thought our guys competed, except for the beginning of the second half. I thought they were really good. Weren't perfect, but I thought they were competing.
Never felt like that. We run out of time. I felt like we could just keep playing hard, and we just didn't come out with the outcome we wanted.
How tough was it to swallow this one? And were you guys completely over the other game? I know this is the UNLV stuff, but I'm just saying, were you guys completely over the other game and not thinking about that one at all?
I feel like UNLV was just desperate today. They played hard, and they came out in the second half with the mentality that they wanted to win, and we just didn't match their intensity and how they played, and we got smacked in the face. And what happens, but it's just about how we bounce back on Monday.
Aside from the intensity, was just anything schematically that threw you guys off or anything like that?
No, we just didn't come out hard in the second half. We got complacent.
You know what happened in that first 2.5 minutes of that second half? I know you said complacent. Is it something that they did differently, or was it just a lack of coming out ready?
Just didn't come out ready. I feel like they just came out and just played harder than us.
Free throws were struggling throughout the whole team tonight. Was there just any added extra pressure with just the intensity of the crowd? I mean, the stakes with UNLV, anything like that playing in your mind when you're at the line?
I feel like we just missed shots. We're a good free throw shooting team. Get to the line a lot. We didn't cash out today. We usually do, but it's a tough one.
What's
How do you?
what's something that really stuck out tonight that you guys did good that you wish you would have really seen more, maybe down the last
Good. I ain't gonna lie, right now I feel like I can't say we did one thing good today. It's like we just gotta watch film and just limit turnovers and just shoot a whole bunch of free throws, because they're like I think they forced a lot of turnovers, top 6 in the country, top 7, and we just played into their hands in the second half with back-to-back turnovers and just dug ourselves a hole, which we couldn't get out of. But you know what I'm saying, we got a game Monday. We're trying to regroup tomorrow, watch film, and go play hard on Monday, man. That's all we can do.
What else do you do to bounce back from that? I mean, do you have completely flush this one and just think about what's ahead, right?
You got to learn from it. You got to watch film, of course, learn from it, and just move on. What can we do? We can't get this game back, so got to just watch film, work hard, move on, man.